and welcome to Nauset News. I am Kylie Shelley.
And I'm Jacob Clark.
And I will be reading the daily announcements. The Family Pantry in Harwich needs volunteers on Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, please call the pantry at 508-432-6519. Yearbooks are now on sale. $70 only in the month of October, $75 from November 1st to December 31st, and $80 after January 1st. Driver's Ed classes runs after school monthly. The cost is $600 and a check should be made out to the NRHS and should be turned in before the student starts the class. Barnstable Department of Public Health will be at the high school gym administering flu shots for students and faculty on October 26th from 8 to 11 a.m. For permission forms, please contact the nurse. The blood drive through the Cape Cod Hospital will be in the gym November 2nd from 8:30 to 1:15. Students interested in donating must be at least 16 years old and weigh 110 pounds. All students donating will need a permission form signed. Please see the nurse for forms and sign-ups. Attention seniors. The senior picture retake day was moved from November 2nd to November 8th. Over to Jacob with the lineup.
So our top story will be How Homecoming Went by Brian Evans and Matt Campbell. The high five student is Eli Sizer, and this story will be done by Thomas Schultz. Sports will be done by Christina Walsh and Maxwell Moran. Things to Do will be done by Cole Jacket and Sam Mays. The special report on upcoming health clinics will be done by Cordelia Youngling and Emma Burke. The health tip will be done by Artie O'Neill and Doug Pizzaio. The fashion report will be done by Rachel Moore and Bethy Tarbokas. The political spotlight will be done by Ava Berardi. I am Jacob Clark.
And I'm Kylie Shelley. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Brian Evans.
And I'm Matthew Campbell.
And our top story today is about Nauset's 2017 homecoming. Last week we gathered here at Nauset in Unity and had some great athletic games, a fantastic dance, and a great spirit week. We would like to thank everyone who was involved behind the scenes, especially the administration and our very own Jack Gower, and president of the student council. And now we're gonna go out to the campus and ask some students and staff what homecoming was.
Well, I'm gonna hit a fat jog, find Mr. Kenyon and some students. My name's Matthew, and I'm here with Mr. Kenyon, and we're gonna ask a few questions about last week. So, what was your favorite part about homecoming?
It's hard to single something out, Matt. It's I think the whole week's pretty special. It's kind of fun. I guess the pep rally is probably the highlight of it, probably for me. But I really enjoyed the Powder Puff games. I thought the theme days were pretty cool this year, even though we only had 4 days instead of 5 because of the Columbus Day holiday. But I would have to say the pep rally would be number one.
Yeah. So speaking about the pep rally, like, what was your favorite part about it? Would you say?
Once again, I wouldn't pinpoint something. I think it's really cool that we celebrate our whole school, and I remember, I used to be the athletic director here, before I became an assistant principal, and I thought that maybe the pep rally was too focused on sports.
Yeah.
And I think sports has a big part of the pep rally, don't get me wrong, but I think it's pretty cool when we honor our AP kids, when we acknowledge the kids that were involved in the automated cars. We had the kids who were involved, the teachers that got some recognition. Our band is first and foremost, our choir. There's just a lot of people that are a part of that day. So I really enjoy the aspect that we celebrate everything about Nauset, which is a great opportunity for us.
All right. And what did you think about the Nauset versus Sandwich game?
It was a great game, obviously. I'm a football guy, so I was really happy for our kids because, we had lost the last 3. We went 2-0, and we had lost the last 3 games, and to some really good schools, don't get me wrong. So it was really cool to come out and play well on the homecoming date and beat a rival, obviously a Cape team like Sandwich. It's pretty cool. I've only been here for 8 years, and 5 of them I was the head football coach. Our kids always rise up and play really well in the homecoming game, and it was no different Friday night. So I was really happy for our players.
All right, I'm here with Tyron Kynan, and Ty, what do you think about the Nauset versus Sandwich game?
I thought they played a good game. They played really well. They beat them by a lot, so it was fun.
And what was your favorite Spirit Week day?
I like the day of the pep rally, or Black and Gold Day, because everyone took part in it, and the ambiance of like the drums and everything. It was really fun.
Speaking about the pep rally, like what was your favorite part?
I like the skits. I feel like the skits were a lot more put together than last year's, so that was really fun.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, well, I'm here with Camden, so I'm just gonna ask you a few questions about so and so. All right, so what was your favorite part about homecoming? The dance.
I really liked hanging out with friends and doing and dancing along to some music. It was cool.
Yeah, I had a good time at the homecoming dance too. I thought it was pretty energetic as well.
Yeah.
What was your favorite Spirit Week day? Like Black and Gold or?
Has to be Black and Gold.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite day too.
Yeah.
A lot of spirit. And your favorite part of the pep rally?
Oh, I liked the senior skit. It was really funny.
Yeah, that was a really good one. All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this year's Nauset Spirit Week 2017. As you can see, students and staff were thrilled about this year's homecoming. I'm Brian Evans.
And I'm Matthew Campbell. And this has been our top story of the week.
Hi, I'm Artie O'Neill,
And I'm Doug Bizarro.
and this is the Health Tip of the Week.
On the heels of last week's health tip by Noah DeZina, we will be talking about the differences between sports drinks and water and when to drink them.
Research shows that hydrating with sports drinks while in short activities is hurting your body more than helping. All the sugar in products such as Gatorade are not helping energize and hydrate over short periods of time.
But while water hydrates you right away, making it the better fluid for short activities, sports drinks dominate longer activities. This is mostly because of the electrolytes they provide. These are in sports drinks because in activities that are over an hour, you tend to lose lots of electrolytes. But sports drinks replenish most of these.
Hey Doug, do you drink water or sports drinks?
Well, I mostly drink water, but when I do drink sports drinks, I prefer Gatorade G2 because it reduces the sugar count by 1/2.
And remember folks, I'm Artie O'Neill,
And I'm Doug Bizarro.
and this was your Health Tip of the Week.
And if you're looking for a good recovery drink after a hard-fought match, look no further than low-fat chocolate milk.
Hi, my name is Rachel Moore, and here's a fashion tip of the week. For both boys and girls, while you're getting ready in the morning, keep in mind that red is a very popular color right now. A simple red sweatshirt layered over a shirt of your choice is a good way to keep warm in the morning. For girls, leggings go perfectly with any sweater or sweatshirt. For guys, khaki pants go with any shirt as well. With fashion, you get a great chance to wear clothing that is different from the norm so you can express your individuality.
Hi, I'm Maxwell Moran.
And I'm Krista Walsh with Your Sports.
The Nauset Warriors football won 39-8 over the Sandwich Blue Knights at home on Friday. Bobby Joy, the Nauset quarterback, had a great game running one and throwing 2 touchdowns to J.P. LaBarge. Mac LaBarge also had a great game coming in with 3 rushing touchdowns to assist the Warriors in winning their homecoming game.
Thank you, Maxwell. In field hockey news, the girls' field hockey team lost 2-0 for their Warriors homecoming game versus Falmouth on Friday, October 13th. Sarah Foley, Kaylee Farrell, and Chloe Dulac were strong on the defensive end. In volleyball, the Nauset girls volleyball faced off against Falmouth on Friday night. Caitlin Pish had 2 outstanding blocks, and Emma Peterson had 6 digs during the game. Though the strong efforts, the team lost 3-0 in their homecoming game. In boys soccer, on Thursday, October 12th, the Nauset boys' homecoming game was against Falmouth. The Nauset boys dominated a 6-0 win with 2 goals from senior James McCulley, seniors Josue Reyes, Alex Drown, and Casey Sina, and junior Avery Santuro each had 1 apiece. In girls soccer, The girls had a 1-1 draw with Falmouth. With just 2 minutes in the game, junior Tori Rolson netted to break the deadlock for Nauset, but 2 minutes later, senior Isabel Pellegrini responded with a goal from Falmouth. Nauset had a strong play from its center backs, juniors Ali Bizayo and Kenna Valley. In cross country, boys and girls cross country had their homecoming match on Friday, October 13th, when they hosted Riverview High School. After getting a cancellation from Pope John Paul High School the night before, Riverview saved the day for Nauset in their cross-country homecoming. Both Nauset girls and boys won their meets respectively, but it was more a meet of camaraderie and fun, and the Nauset team is grateful for Riverview's flexibility in competing on a short notice. I'm Krista Walsh.
And I'm Maxwell Moran. Thanks for watching, and go Warriors.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sandoval here with our Student Council report. So obviously homecoming was a huge success. We would like to thank our president, Jack Auer, president of the Student Council and the entire Student Council, as long as the advisors, Ms. Kimmick and Ms. Tupper. Also, we'd like to thank Bevan Burns, our president of our senior class, and the administrators, Mr. Kenyon, Mr. Fleming, and Mr. McDonald. Lastly, Student Council is always looking for new members. Please join us at our next meeting or see Jack Auer out on campus.
Welcome to Things to Do with Cold Jacket
and Sam Mays.
Today, I will talk about some movies recently released. One of them is called Geostorm, which is a thriller about a satellite that starts to create natural disasters around the world. This seems like a great movie because it is action-packed, and action-packed movies never fail to impress. Another movie that is out now is Happy Death Day, which is a horror movie about a college student that has to relive the day of her murder over and over again. A movie that I would recommend to rewatch this Halloween is Final Destination, a movie about a teenager and his friends that get killed through various accidents. This was Cold Jacket with the movies section of Things to Do. And now we go on to Sam.
Thanks, Cole. Now I will talk to you about some of the activities that will be going on throughout the next few days. For those who enjoy holiday activities, on Saturdays and Sundays throughout October, at Tony Andrews Farm in East Falmouth, there will be the Harvest of Horror, a haunted hayride and hike through a haunted forest. Also, for the younger siblings, there will be not-so-scary hayrides at Toby Farm in Dennis, on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 4 p.m. There will be pumpkin patches this month, Mondays through Sundays, at both the Bourne United Methodist Church as well as the West Yarmouth Congregational Church. Last, Thursdays through Sundays until October 28th, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein will be playing at the Provincetown Theatre. This play is about a scientist who brings life to the dead, and the monster that he creates seeks revenge. Also, on Tuesdays through October 24th, James Judd, a storyteller, will share largely comedic ideas of his past in a one-man show at Fisherman Hall in Provincetown. This has been Things to Do with Sam Mays
and Cold Jacket.
Hi, I'm Mac Bell with Nauset News. This is our talent search of the week. I'm here with Bennett Dearing, and he's going to tell us about this little wood shop project he has going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as some people may know, I take woodshop actually very seriously, and I used to be very good at art, mainly in the sense of drawing and mainly like 2D art, but I started channeling it into 3-dimensional art, and that really channeled it into woodworking. And this is actually my best piece out of all of them so far. I made a coffee table a year ago, but this has actually topped it because it's made with a big assortment of exotic hardwoods such as Paduke, Bloodwood, Purple Heart, Curly Maple, Jatoba, and you may not notice it, along with two-toned Brazilian cherry and bubinga. There's just a lot of really very neat woods in it, and the thing is, you may not notice on the surface, but the box is actually made up of a lot of very advanced jointery and lots of very good hand tool techniques, and let's just say, a lot of time and effort and work went into this box. It's been, it took me quite a while to make it, but now it's finally finished, and I don't know, people outside of my wood shop wouldn't realize that I'm actually very passionate about woodworking, but I'd say that this is a very good example of how seriously I take the class and what you can really do if you put your heart into a project like this. And that's practically all I really have to say. It's two-toned Brazilian cherry that makes up the sides of it. Then it's got a 5-layer jointed curly maple top with jointed in breadboard jatoba jointed ends with maple dowels securing them in. Then on top here, actually, it makes up a full scenery. People have different ideas about it. Some people say it's a mountain, other people say it's an iceberg, but what it essentially is it's a sky, which is in the background, and then I call this the mountain, which is made out of bloodwood, and these are hills, but then I say that the Purple Heart is kind of like the sea. And there's actually a couple pretty neat things about it is, right here, you wouldn't notice it, but there's just a little bit of a rise here in the wood, and those actually cling onto the sides here, which are made of maple syrup roasted curly maple. And then you have these 4 little tabs made out of bubinga that actually prevent the top from sliding off vertically. So, there's quite a few neat little design choices in. There's bloodwood and Purple Heart inlets around the 45-degree gap that outlines the curly maple, the 3/4 inch curly maple bottom. And yeah, it's just, a lot of work went into this. And, it's all about the subtle details, like the fact that this bubinga strip along the whole top of the box actually covers up the top of the rabbet joint here. And I actually call this the checkerboard effect, to the point where along the top it might be a dark strip of Brazilian cherry, but then it proceeds into a light tone, where then it goes dark, light, and it kind of creates this checkerboard effect. But yeah, that's all the details that I have to describe about my box, and I'm very proud of it. I'd like to say that it would probably last to, maybe over 100 years, hopefully. And that's about it. Thank you so much for having me, Mac.
Well, thank you,
I really appreciate it.
Well, I've been Mac Bell, and this has been your Talent Search of the Week.
Welcome to the Political Spotlight. My name is Ava Berardi, and I'll be your reporter for today. Over the weekend, several wildfires in California have broken out in the Santa Rosa area, becoming known as the Tubbs Fires. As the winds have died down, firefighters have been making progress combating the flames, but it seems that the damage has been done, with a total of 41 deaths. Victims of these fires are now coming back to their homes to check for items left behind. Roughly 40,000 people remain evacuated on Monday, as 11,000 firefighters continue their efforts against 14 large fires that have scorched 200,000 acres and more than 5,000 structures. At least 88 people remain missing in the Sonoma County. My name is Ava Berardi, and that was your Political Spotlight.
I'm Cordelia Youngling.
And I'm Emma Burke, and this is the special report.
So the upcoming health clinics include the Polished Dental Clinic, the Flu Shot Clinic, and the Blood Drive. The Polished Dental Clinic will be at the high school providing dental exams, cleanings, fluoride, and sealants. The dental clinic will be on October 24th, 2017 and March 5th, 2018. For the Flu Shot Clinic, the Barnstable Department of Public Health will be at the high school in the gym administering flu shots for students and faculty on October 26th, 2017 from 8 to 11 a.m. The blood drive through Cape Cod Hospital will be in the gym on November 2nd, 2017 from 8:30 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. Students interested in donating must be at least 16 years old and weigh 110 pounds. All students donating will need a permission form signed. For all of these clinics, please see the nurse for permission forms and sign-ups. And now let's hear what the school nurse says about this.
Can you tell us what the importance of the Polished Dental Clinic, the Flu Shot Clinic, and the Blood Drive are?
Yep, the Polished Dental Clinic, we have dental hygienists come here to the school every year, and they help give cleanings and sealants and fluoride treatments to students that don't have access to a dentist, or if they don't have health insurance, they come and provide that service. The flu shot clinic, same thing. It's kind of a benefit for the schools. You know, the more students that get the flu shot, the less students that are absent or get sick. So we try to help out the school community that way. And then the blood drive is through Cape Cod Hospital, and they come here every year, and they keep the blood locally here in the Cape Cod community. So everything that's donated here stays on Cape. So we give the students a chance to participate.
That's awesome. And is it for all ages?
You have to be 16 to donate and at least 110 pounds. And everybody needs a permission form filled out by a parent.
Okay, thank you. So this has been an on-the-field interview with nurse Jamie Langelier, and I'm Emma Burke, and thank you for watching. That has been the importance of the dental clinic, the flu shot clinic, and the blood drive. Thank you.
Hello everybody, this is Thomas Schultz, and today I'm with our High Five Student of the Week. Please give a warm welcome to Eli Sizer.
And Seamus Murphy. I'm sharing the nomination, I've decided.
Thank you. Now Eli recently went to Florida to help citizens after Hurricane Maria occurred and destroyed the homes of many people. And tell me, Eli, how long was the trip to Florida?
It was Hurricane Irma, actually it wasn't Maria. So Seamus and I left, what was it, Sunday?
We left Sunday night and we were gone a week.
Yeah, we were gone a week total. I think we were in the shelter for about 4 days. The sleep was weird, so they all blurred together.
Interesting. So, have you ever traveled that far before?
Like, not driving by myself.
Yeah, I've never been on a road trip that far,
Yeah.
But you know,
I've
been
been
further.
on planes and stuff. Yeah, it is an experience.
So, I take it you travel by car?
Yeah, we took my mom's Jeep, which okay, so we were gonna strap a canoe to the top of it, and that's why we originally took that car, but then like we couldn't see with the canoe, and like, you know, it's like a 2-day drive, so we decided not to.
We ditched the canoe, but then we ended up driving all day and night, and we'd sleep on top of all the gear in the back.
Yeah,
while the
super
other one
cozy.
would drive. Yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah.
Did you succeed in helping those poor citizens in Florida?
I mean,
succeed's a big word.
Yeah, like
We did help
We
people.
helped people. Like you know, there's a lot of people who did a lot more than we did. Like the shelter managers we worked with, Janet, and Stephanie. Yeah, they were crazy. They were up for
Non-stop,
2 days.
they did
Yeah.
not sleep. But like again, succeed. We definitely helped
We
them,
helped people.
but a lot of them were homeless, and we were unable to, you know,
give them
a home out of nothing. We didn't build homes, but we definitely, you know, helped
people
organize
displaced by
them.
the storm. And
Yes.
Yeah, we helped people out. We helped people out on the last day there. We were handing out like military MREs, meals ready to eat, and water, because people had no way to cook or get clean water.
We also gave out basic things like toothbrushes,
Oh, yeah.
toothpaste. We gave out new clothes, canned food. We gave children toys and children's books. Did I say clothes already? We gave out some clothes.
The fleas. Yeah.
Were there any other specific duties that you were given?
I mean, it was, you know, it was kind of just, like the way it worked is there was people deployed by the Red Cross, so they flew down with the Red Cross. We kind of went a little rogue, and that we just showed up at a shelter and we're like, you know, we're just gonna do this, I guess. And then there were people who just lived in the area and came to the shelters to help for the day. So Seamus and I, like, because we were staying in the shelter, became quickly.
We rose in ranks very
Yeah.
fast.
So we just put out fires, just whatever needed to be done.
We were like leading by the end of our time there.
Yeah.
But it's not like there were scheduled things to happen. It wasn't organized, as bad as that sounds, but
It
you
can't
know,
be,
you can't organize too much
Chaos.
after a storm. It's just
Get
you're
people
constantly
safe.
hit by surprises, and our job was just fix everything.
like-
Anything bad that was happening, we just needed to be on it and constantly switching jobs from, you know, what's bad to what's worse.
And like one like major good example of that is the mayor of we were in Jacksonville. In a press conference, told, like, we were at a place called Legend Center, and at a press conference he held at Legend Center, he said it'd be open as long as people needed, and people could come and get like food and water to bring back to their house. And they didn't tell us in the shelter that people were going to be coming to get food and water to bring back to their house. So we didn't have enough. So I think it was the National Guard brought in a bunch of MREs, and that helped. But and then 45 minutes later, some councilman came in and said, like, we're closing you guys down after the mayor.
We had no idea we were being closed down, and then it was just like, you know, everyone's got to be out of here by tomorrow.
And not kicked out. Like, I mean,
like we moved
them to another shelter.
We didn't just like put them on the street.
Yeah.
Those who could go back to their houses, we gave cleanup kits, which had mops, brooms, tarps.
Yeah, those were donated by Lowe's.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Anything, or was it Home Depot?
I think it was Lowe's.
Okay. Well, anyways, it was pretty much everything they needed to clean up their houses. So people who just needed refuge from the storm and had houses that were okay went back with cleanup kits. Those who still didn't have homes, we got them safely to another shelter by bus or if they had a car, and we helped them move everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, would you say that it was an awarding experience?
I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, it was pretty exhausting.
It was hard to think about the rewards of it when, you know, you're running on an hour of sleep. You're kind of just
out of money.
Yeah, and we spent quite a bit of money, but there were times when people were very grateful, and that definitely
it was worth
made it worth it.
Yeah.
And there were some specific events that just really warmed our hearts and made us glad that we came.
Yeah, we chose not to accept any monetary donations. So we went down there with, I got medical supplies from the place I work. We got food.
Yeah, we walked around and asked people to donate food and any medical supplies they had. Also, cases of water. But
oh my God, we had so much.
We had
30 plus gallons of water.
Yes, I think it was 29 because in the end we had to ship one of the gallons because our car was so full. But we were packed to the top with supplies. People were very generous about that. We were offered quite a bit of money, but
we didn't really want to be responsible for
Yeah.
taking cash. And like when we think about it, like it wasn't like there was a donation box set up. You know, like if people wanted to donate money, and if you still want to donate money, there's like text lines and all that. It's a much better way to go
than just handing us
cash. Yeah.
Thank you for your time,
Yeah.
Eli and Seamus.
Great.
I'm Thomas Schultz, and this has been your High Five Student of the Week.